here's how I'll start. The principle of liking is something that I think we all experience, and when it's done right, Naren, it's seamless and invisible, and it just happens organically. Would you say that's accurate with your training with Cialdini when it's done right?
Absolutely. It is so seamless and invisible, and is very powerful. Like the results are like at least 3 to 4 times better versus without it.
And I would think the way I would describe this, the concept, the influence principle liking, can simply be described as we tend to like people who are like us. Would you say that's an accurate short description? I can go much deeper on it, but
yeah, I mean,
fundamentally, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think the core idea is that we do business with people we like. And who do we like? The number one is we have something in common. People who are similar to us. So for example, similar, so we both have kids who are 5-year-old, and we build a rapport around that 5-year-old. The second reason we like people is those who care about us. Like imagine 2 doctors. One is all about listening to you, understanding you, helping you. And the other doctor is all about, I'm this smart guy and you are so lucky to see me. And who are you going to like? Who are you going to, want to do the kind of provide you the healthcare that you're looking for, right? The one who is about you, the patient, and listening and caring, or the one who's full of himself, right? We like people who are caring, who are interested in us, not who are full of themselves. We also like people, so of course, what that means is people who listen, people who ask questions, people who reframe things from your point of view, as opposed to pushing things on you. I think when people like us, they're going to accept treatment. They're going to show up. They're going to do all the things we want them to do in our practice.
They're better patients.
Yes.
They're more on board with helping with being as healthy as possible. They're more likely to keep their appointments. Absolutely. Well, to make this really practical, I want to talk about some ways you can apply the concept of liking in your practice. And I'm going to start with an example, Naren, that I think all of our listeners could benefit from. And I'm going to share a piece of data that they might not know. So of anyone listening to this podcast, it doesn't matter where you are in the world. If everyone listens, I'm going to share a fact. And the fact is that 82% of all visitors to your website will be a woman, will be female. 82%. And she has a title in her family. And the title in her family typically is mom. And mom's looking for a dentist for herself, for her spouse or partner, for her kids, maybe for a coworker, maybe for a neighbor, maybe for a mother. So think about that in mind. And I want you to think about that in terms of another fact I'm going to share with you. The number one page on your website that is most visited is your homepage. That would come as no surprise to anybody.
Right.
But number 2 is about the doctor, about the doctor. That's the number 2 most visited page on your website. So now let's put those 2 facts together. 82% of the time, it's going to be a female, likely mom. And she's going to land on your About the Doctor page. So I hope you have a very nice professional photo of you, doctor, on your homepage. Hopefully it doesn't look like your driver's license photo or your mugshot photo. And believe me, Naren, you've seen way more of these than I have. How many times have you seen a mugshot or a driver's license photo?
Yeah, like serious and,
yeah, like no thought, zero thought went into the photo. Right. But now you taught me this, and I want to give you credit for it. That nice professional photos is useful. But doctor, if you're married and have kids, take a current family photo with your wife and the kids and include that photo on your bio page. So imagine Dr. Paul at LifeSmile, his beautiful wife, Erin, and their 4 kids, 3 sons and a daughter. So include that photo. Now I'm including that photo because it absolutely slides right into this influence principle of liking. So imagine, and you've seen, of course, well, you orchestrate our website, Naren, since we're an Equa client, but you know what I'm talking about. We have a nice professional photo of Paul. And I think you'd agree that photo is very nice, isn't it? It looks great.
Absolutely.
But
Yes.
then we also have a wonderful photo, a family photo of he and his wife Erin and their 4 kids. Which one, take as long as you like, which one is mom more drawn to?
The one with the 4 kids, right? Because she's a mom. She has kids. So he is one of us. He is just like me. He understands the challenges I'm going through. He understands my struggles. Somebody I can relate to, somebody I can talk to.